Look at this bitch. She's been here for the past, 3 hours, maybe? She won't leave. She got here before I did. The bastard. Can you believe that? What kind of cat does this? Hello everyone, my name is TC or something like that. Welcome back to, So today we're going to be doing, all the optional areas, at least all the ones I have access to, because just because the last area is open to us, so I'm not going to go to it. A bird that poops eggs at you? An overturned ice cream cone? These would be joke enemies if they existed. I require something much more challenging. Yeah? Yeah, I just wanted to turn this on, but sure. So this is all creature-based. So Bugs by Matt. Wait. Matt is, I'm guessing it's Matt Rozak. Some older EBF games had turtles in them, right? Yeah, but they didn't look quite like this. These are different. Dino Turtles! Hell yeah. Droplets by Matt. Also, how do they know about the earlier EBF games? Punching Bags, also by Matt. So this is just concept art. Tree thing. Looks like a great boss. Some slimes. He ended up changing them all, but they existed. Jotun. I know this is just concept art, but I'm glad some of these monstrosities didn't make it into the game. Jotun did make it into the game, sadly enough. And the gloops. Yet they're not too different from their completed design. Then monoliths. Oh, items. It's not monoliths. Let's see. Creeps. Golem boss, which ended up being Poseidon. Wow, these monster designs are dumb. These are for kids. They look really cartoony and silly. You are a cartoon. You know that, right? Not like this, though. I've got style. Golems? Huh. Seems that some of these skimpy outfits... Huh. It seems that some of the skimpy outfits in this game were designed by a woman. Looks like even the ladies wants to show off my curves. I'm cursed with a body that cannot be contained. Wow, what a curse. Must be so hard to have everyone throwing themselves at your feet. Obviously not jealous or anything. Female armor concepts by Ranja. Then male armor concepts by Ranja. This casual hipster beard, hell yeah. Robots. Garden pests. Ooh, spiders. Not afraid of them, they just really creep me out. I'd like to say that spiders are a sign of a healthy household. But if they can get that big, then you might have a problem. You'll need to get a flamethrower out at some point. Yeah. Then foes. We got Beholder, as always. Beholder is kind of a staple of the series. I feel like he's kind of tried to remove it, though. Hell yeah. That was one of the harder light puzzles. Anything else in here I missed? I guess there's this. Ice and magma. In this same cavern? What sort of trickery is this? Meow, meow, meow. Huh? I can smell another Cyclops in here? Looks like we still have work to do then. Oh no. What's with the puzzles? I think it's best if we just walk past this one. Yeah, we got it. We don't got it. You want me to carry you across? On low legs. You can manage. Don't be a scaredy cat. Please don't do anything reckless like opening these gates. They exist for a reason, you know. There's powerful monsters in there. Challenge accepted! No. More puzzles. Please don't do this to me. Why can't I just fight my way through these blocks? Because that's not how blocks work. Do you think I can do it? Do you think I can surf on lava? If your board is resistant to fire, I don't see why not. Just make sure to film it. It would be a waste to die for nothing. Hell yeah. Wow, I can open these gates without even needing to fight anything. Oh, do you see him? 'Cause I saw him. They say I'm not intimidating enough to be a guard. I was hoping words and logic would be enough to keep people away from this place, but I guess not. It's what I do. Alright, there's two bosses here. I'm sure they're going to attack us together, though. We've got some options here. Oh, I get it. We can either fight them... we can fight them on either the ice side or the fire side, right, Nats? Yep, that's right.
Two hours later.
But more so ice. They're boobies. They got boobies. We defeated one Cyclops already. I think we can handle two more. Yeah, probably. So, uh-oh. They're related. Are they related to that other Cyclops we defeated? They're gonna be thirsty for revenge. Oh god. Puny apes in cave. 8 brains go on toast. I don't think that's a thing people use 8 brains for. I'm not really the smartest, but I'm pretty sure no one uses 8 brains for toast. Weak brother was defeated by naked apes. Same apes, was it? Brother must be revenged. I personally wouldn't want to revive my brother, but I could see you're thirsty for revenge. So, I respect that, but also, you got boobies. Chimps defeat brother. Chimps must be crushed like watermelon. I'm not gonna die. I'm not going down without a fight. I think you both know this. Cyclops' sister's much more strong than little brother. Brother dropped an eye as baby. So, just in case it isn't already obvious, we've got a choice here. Whichever Cyclops we leave for last is going to become very angry and violent. We should choose wisely. Since we all have fire weapons equipped and I don't like changing weapons mid-battle, that's what we're going with. The Cyclops need laser eye surgery after battle. I think he'll need more than just laser eye surgery. Cyclops, go now to Great Cave and Sky. Good for you. Also, I killed you both in the same turn. So, Cyclops join family now. Together forever. Double trouble. Well, that takes care of that. I never knew a cavern like this existed so close to my house. It's kinda cool and scary at the same time. Wonder if there's more optional dungeons like this one. There's gotta be tons of them around the world, and they've gotta contain more treasure. Hell yeah. Haha, a secret passage in the walls. It's all slimy back here. And here's something crawling around. Don't worry about it. Treasure, remember? It's all you care about, right? Maybe a horror movie scenario where only me and Natalie survive wouldn't be so bad. Anything could happen here, down here. Maybe some of us might take a little tumble off a cliff. Nah, I shouldn't think that way anymore. Is the cat reading my mind or something? No Legs is a mind reader. I'm pretty sure that says all our base are belong to you. Hell awaits you beyond the door of time. There. Let's never go back in there. We can agree on that. It's just a bunch of dudes in masks, though. Nothing to freak out over. But why were they in masks? What were they doing down there with all those skulls? Maybe they were just having some sort of LARPing session. Some people like to dress up and pretend to be weird stuff. Yeah, especially people that talk in Morse code. The Deathly Hollows. I almost slipped. Watch your step, Nats. It's a long drop. Treasure! Okay, what do you got to say? What? I'm starting to crave human meat. Oh, I shouldn't have come down this way. They all warned me. Now something is seriously wrong with me. Let's move along. The next person she meets can explain it to her. Or put her out of her misery. Cave full of zombies, huh? Call it a hunch, but this might have something to do with the cursed forest. Wow, I never knew this place existed. Not much of a spelunker. Caves are very dangerous, and you need to keep an eye out for hidden lava flows and all sorts of creepers. There could also be gas leaks, so you want to think carefully before lighting a match. The 4 shits of the apocalypse. Of course, block puzzles. They always gotta be block puzzles. Even the zombies have to make them. Truly, this is hell. Trying out this cool new diet. I eat whatever I want, but not meat or eggs or anything that I actually like. I don't think you're going to survive for very long with that sort of diet. Ooh. I love that she's named vegan. I feel like we're being watched down here. I'm always watching you, Natalie, so don't you worry about that. No. Oh shit, he's stuck there. I didn't think this through. There. What? How the hell am I supposed to understand this? You'll never solve this, but I'll give you a little tip. The solution's right before your eyes. You cursed beast! You deserve to suffer for constructing such evil contraptions! I wonder if it would be inhumane to kill zombies. They're clearly sentient, kind of like people, but they're also evil. Well, unlike you, I'm not a sadist, so maybe I can tell a bit more. The order you activate switches in doesn't matter. All that matters is the final combination. Pay attention to the symbols and follow their flow. I'm really not following. Like... There's a triangle on there. There's a triangle there, too. Pretty sure, yeah, this one has like a triangle with an underline. Maybe. I don't see a square with a line through it. Wait, there's 2 with a line through it. These 2 are just... I thought that was the same one flipped, but it wasn't. Well, this and this kind of evolutions. I mean, this is just this rotated. looks like a primitive system. We could brute force it with enough time, I'm sure. I don't think there's any need for that, we just have to figure out what these symbols mean. Yeah, we do. So, the only two identical ones. I guess this one being flipped was having something to do with it, but what I don't get is how you figure that out. Is no one gonna comment on what we did to get down here? Why was poop the key? I've seen worse. At least it wasn't still beating. It wasn't the still beating hearts of kittens. Meow? Yeah, what have you done? So it seems these are, the bosses of the areas you've already gone through, but stronger. So the Ice Cave one was Double Jotun, and this one looks like it's going to be Yangmir, or whatever the fuck she's called. You don't need to shoot that hard, Lance! Well, that was a bit much, guys. Oh, it's another cat nest. They're persistent little buggers. I wonder what the diseased little beasts have got prepared this time. Let's go serve them another eviction notice. The last one was like Latina or something. Another bunch of cats have fortified themselves inside a tree, I see. I expected something more sinister to be at the bottom of this cursed dungeon. Yeah, me too, but let's see. Telprian. Hidden hideout. That's the hidden hideout of the Ninja Cat Gang. It tags with powerful bio, dark, and bomb skills. Got it. Laurelin, here we are. Let's try you. Nukes! I love nukes. Nuke used to be so bad because it killed you. Now it doesn't, so it's so good. Sounds of anger and surprise from deep within the nest. Oh right, they get 2 per. Their strategy has improved, and they've prepared many traps and weapons this time. But they're still only cats, there's nothing to fear. Indeed. Oh! Cats can be heard speaking demonic words and summoning evil spirits, as they do. Something about preparing more bombs and spiders was heard. Bombs! Are they devil worshippers? What are these cats hoping to accomplish by summoning such evil power? Don't worry about it. Sounds like an internal power struggle is occurring. As they do. Debuffs and status effects, eh? Can't win fairly, so they're playing sneaky, huh? At least our backups are safe from these effects. Hell yeah. Cats are no longer arguing, it seems they have all agreed to die with honor. Good. Cats are heard committing Sudoku. Whoa. That is one crazy looking attack. I mean, see ya later, but that was one crazy looking attack. Stray cats get some weird ideas if left undomesticated. Let this be a warning to other cats. Don't join a cult. See y'all. With that cursed tree gone, the Mystic Wood should eventually return to normal. I hope. Looks like those roots could have easily reached the surface. I agree with you, and this must have been the source of the curse. Can't seem to be behind a lot of the world's problems, huh? No, nothing good ever comes from cats. Meow! No Legs says not all cats, you utter twat. Tell No Legs that I'm not going to exchange insults with an animal. I'm far above that. Let's just get out of here. Mystic Wood still seems normal. There's still this. Oh, here we go again. This is the third secret area we found. I never went in here? Tad creepy, isn't it? Secret areas hidden in a different dimension like this? Some powerful magic must be behind this. If the simulated universe theory is correct, this could be a glitch in our simulation. It's very bad because glitch systems typically get rebooted. Meow? Don't worry about it. Mineshaft maze. It's been weeks since I last came down here. This is where my robots dig for metal ore and fossil fuels. They've made a lot of progress, I see. How far do these tunnels go? Are there monsters in here? Any treasure? I have no idea. A lot of machines have either rested away or gone rogue. Maybe we'll run into some of them, maybe not. Hey, I don't know if this applies to all robots, but if there's a big mechanical boss here, maybe we can follow its tracks through the tunnels. Maybe those could lead us to it? That is a good point. Perhaps you're brighter than you look. If we find tank tracks, we can follow them. Gee, thanks. Probably don't need to mention my second idea, but drawing a map might also help us keep track of where we've been. What's this, a hidden room? I'd rather get lost in the tunnels than stuck in a puzzle room. Let's go back. Puzzles! Everybody loves puzzles. Oh, fucking... Hey. Whoa, are you friend or foe? I'm glad I packed as much guns as I did. The only thing keeping me alive down here. Figured the entrance stone collapsed. Nah, it's still possible to get out. You really don't want to live down here. You'll go mental. Can't leave. Haven't found all the treasure yet. Or any treasure at all, for that matter. Well, if the round Earth theory is correct, which I believe it is, then these tunnels would loop around the Earth and back to the beginning eventually. Whether they actually go that far, I have no idea. The robots were not programmed to write a comprehensive status report. Well, mapping this place. Hey. Whoa, there's huge spikes coming out of the ground. The whole room is rumbling. Is that the boss? If we're going to fight it, we have to hit it with as much force as we can. It's insanely resistant to damage, so we cannot hold back, or we'll definitely be killed. So, being buried alive is not a pleasant way to go, so if it comes to that, I'll end myself well in advance. Why do I feel like we're still cleaning up your mess, even now that you're presumably on our side? And now is not the time to freak out. You need to help us with this boss. I mean, artistically, this isn't a good map, but functionally, hell yeah. I mean, look at this. Might need a key. Maybe a little bit of redrawing to get it perfect. So obviously this is the roughest sketch ever, but you can kinda tell what's going on. Are you here to rescue me? Thank the Lord in heaven. I thought I was going to be crushed to death. Oh! It's another huge machine. This is your specialty, Lance. Tell us how to fight this thing. Can't let any of those missiles launch. Maybe there's some way we can jam them. Ah yes, this is the Giga Fortress model of tunneling vehicle. My father piloted one of these a long time ago. It was retired as it shook the ground too violently, causing tunnels to collapse and crushing many workers. As you can see, she is armed with huge tunnel-boring missiles. The acid bombs for dissolving certain types of troublesome stone. I don't think I need to mention what those do to a man. Drill breaker. Spiked boots, so it lets me walk on. Why were we leaving this behind? Huh? Why did we leave our boots behind? Beats me. There's probably no reason. I just picked a random item. I don't think you picked a random item, because that's a shitty random item to pick. But yeah, this is being recorded after, because, as I said earlier, my mic broke, so... What's this? These ruins have been preserved so well. This is incredible. I can see now why we had to leave the boots. More ice puzzles? It was a trap all along! Indeed it was. It was really obvious, Matt. And I mean, I thought you chose to leave the boots. How was this a trap if it was your decision, huh? Nerd. Are they drawing energy from these crystals? Was I doing it wrong? It's the crystals I should be collecting, not the monoliths? Yeah. Yeah. Monoliths can't really figure out their power yet. Crystals looks like they can be used pretty easily. I don't know though. Maybe you were wrong, maybe you're right. Either way, you're stupid, so... Hey, this old temple seems to be extracting power from these crystals without destroying them. We usually just burn them for heat, so maybe we've got a bit to learn when it comes to renewable energy. Where's all of this crystal energy going? That's probably not relevant to the plot at all, and neither am I. At least you know your place. We're not the only ones collecting these crystals for energy. There's plenty of monsters down here too, because of course there are. There's always damn monsters around. And they don't even give XP down here. Sigh indeed. Yeah, optional areas not giving you XP is so mean. It makes sense, but still fuck you. Hey, these caverns are amazing. There's hidden passages all over the place, and there's treasure under every boulder. Feel free to find treasure. Just make sure you leave it for us wherever you find it, okay? Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. This puzzle's impossible. I should be collecting gems, but I just keep staring at this thing and trying to solve it. It's a real mind bender. How far have you gotten? I'm too weak to even push the blocks. They must weigh over a ton. Well, first you gotta be able to push the blocks to solve the fucking puzzle, dude. Let me do it. Ooh, frost hydras. Interesting. I mean, they're usually simple to deal with. So, crystal hydras. Even better. I'll just deal with this real quick. Fuck. I got this. No respawns. That dragon didn't stand a chance against us. I shall be known as Matt, the legendary Dragon Slayer, Order of Crystals, first of his kind. That's strange. Before the battle started, you were both considering fleeing. They've got a very selective memory and a habit of deceiving themselves too. We're not sealing this one. It's too big to carry away, and it's too big to carry anyway. Fuck! Hell yeah. I've heard rumors that in this here library there's some magical paper. Paper that can bring drawings to life. Did you find it? Shh, quiet. Whatever. But to answer your question, nope. I didn't find anything of use in here. Doubt you will either. I knew libraries were pointless. Shut up, Matt. You're making us look like dumbasses. Look over there. There's plenty of very interesting books to read. Hey, this part of the library isn't safe. Visitors come here at their own risk. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm just tired and hungry. It's almost time for my tea break. Anyway, this area isn't structurally sound. The building's falling apart, and monsters have settled in. Damn those budget cuts. I'm not even paid to be here. There's probably a lot of interesting lore in here, but you don't have time to read through this huge pile of papers. Fair enough. I don't think anyone's gonna go fix these rooms up anytime soon, so the least I can do is keep them plants watered good. Looks like you've done a good job looking after the place. Are you not bothered by the monsters? Monsters don't bother me none if I don't bother them first. Exactly. Fuck! Whoa, it's a floating piece of paper. Is it a foe? Well, I'll let you know. Stories were true after all. I'm sensing a lot of paranormal activity in this room. I'm sure we can handle this, but remember, this area is optional. We can always come back to it later. What just happened? How is it doing whatever this is? I don't know. Guncat 800XL. Nightmarish creation This nightmarish creation was never mass-produced due to poor customer satisfaction. It uses many bomb attacks. Fun. Actually, 50 minutes later, this battle was fucking long. It's 4 different bosses, but still. Done. Hey, I think we got them all. That was the last one. Hell yeah. Paper shredder. There, we did it. The bosses are destroyed. We can finally get out of this library. I'll never trust paper ever again. Can this happen anywhere? My fortress is full of blueprints for tanks and other machines. I better phone the troops and command them to burn everything. That was some very interesting magic. I wonder if there's a way for us to use spells like that. No thanks, I've seen enough for today. While you guys were dealing with those paper monsters, I got my tea and I feel much better. And by the way, one of the monsters dropped this piece of paper. Art attack. Oh, okay. Huh? What's this? I think it's a blueprint for a new skill, a new limit break. Oh, but I think only girls can use it. That's super lame. Neat. Let me take a look at it. Okay. I will let you take a look at it. Let's see what's in here. Man, this temple's ancient. Looks like the jungle is reclaiming it. Has this place already been looted? Those pedestals should have shiny things on them. Maybe this is... Nope, I've got nothing. Fuck. I thought I had them all. I didn't. Whoa, where are we? It looks very strange, but not in a scary sort of way. We obviously went through a wormhole into another dimension. If you look closely at the scenery, you can see that there isn't any. It almost looks like the graphics aren't finished or something. Maybe we've wandered into some area that's under construction. I don't see any foes or anything like that. No traps either, but it's hard to see through all this darkness, and through these sick-ass shades. The laws of physics seem to apply all the same. Perhaps there's nothing to be afraid of. Let's investigate. I agree. Meow. So that's our way back. Is that thing over there a citizen of this dimension? What even is that? It looks derpy enough to be friendly. Maybe it could tell us where we are? Snowflake wants to play! Oh, you're Snowflake. She has so much extra chance. Snowflake, come with me. Determination. I didn't expect that cat-like thing to put up much of a fight, especially since it looked so two-dimensional. It's a shame we had to beat it up, but we made it out alive, so that's all good. Meow? Now, it's not the time to get all philosophical on us, Snowlegs. That thing may have had a vaguely cat-like form, but I'm sure it wasn't related to you, nor any other life form on this planet. Anyway, I'm sure I saw some loot back there, so let's not forget to grab that too. Oh yeah. Great work, troops. We're in. Now we just gotta rush that security guard before he sends his attack dog on us. I don't think that's necessary. Ah, the beta testers have arrived. Who are you calling a beta, you woman-repelling brainlet? Chill out, bro. No need to burst a blood vessel. You're in the data bunker. We just archive old video games here. Video games? Tell me more. Well, on this floor you can see all our main data servers. That's where the data is crunched, obviously. And downstairs we have 8 computers where you can play old versions of classic fantasy games. Fantasy games? Anything specific I might have heard of? I doubt it. They're all just really obscure They're all just obscure Flash games from the web. But please, feel free to try them all. No way, I love Flash games. I spent my teenage years procrastinating on the internet instead of doing anything worthwhile with my time. Yeah, it's a shame that the guy who invented the Banana X phone went on a rampage against Flash and ultimately led to the stigmatization and downfall of the technology. What are people gonna use for web games now? JavaScript? HTML5? It'll take them 15 years to catch up where Flash was, but I digress. Flash games are how I discovered hentai. I wonder what sort of games they have here. Hell yeah. What's down here? So, looks like this was a friendly base after all, and we almost attacked them. There was no way of knowing that in advance. It's always better to act than to react. You must be the new beta testers. We spent months preserving data from old games, so that our descendants can still play them, even if the internet no longer exists. If you two sit at that computer to the left of me, you can test out some old-school first-gen gameplay. Awesome! I love retro video games. Early video game monsters were incredibly primitive constructs, mechanically speaking. They didn't even have any evade or accuracy stats, which means they couldn't dodge any attacks. I suppose the upside to this is there's very little luck involved in battles. But that's not all. Their elemental properties were also lazily programmed. Most foes only had one weakness, and their attack patterns were completely random. No intelligence at all. What were they thinking? Oh, and the battle music. We had to improvise. Come on, are you gonna let us play or not? Sure, go ahead. Remember, it's a 2-player game only, so only the first 2 people in your party can play. Over here we have our 3-player area. I've been testing these games for days, so there's obviously no more bugs left. My code is super good. There's no way you'll find any problems with it. So, something that was really unfair about these old games was that a boss could just suddenly summon more monsters and they would get a turn right away. Sometimes they would summon some really powerful bad boys without any sort of warning at all. I think they eventually fixed that in Gen 4. Ah, I see you're familiar with Gen 3. There are less status effects. There's less status effects in the modern games, but otherwise they're very similar. Why not try it out, and then tell my boss to give me a promotion, eh? Only if the robot pumpkin still has a machine gun nipples. You better not have censored that part. Hell yeah. Over on the right side, we've got 3-player games. Hey, I want to play. I haven't played most of these games before. You better add me to your team, or else. Meow, meow. Oh wait, can no legs play without any arms? He obviously doesn't have legs, but I just realized that he doesn't have any arms either. You know, I'm sure we can make it work somehow. Hell yeah. And these 2 computers sitting on the right of me are running simulations of the 4th game. This one isn't much different from the game you're playing right now. Huh? Who's he talking to? He's just staring in the distance. Heh, anyway, we took a few artistic liberties. Some boss behavior was changed slightly, for example, and you can only use 3 players, which isn't historically accurate, but we're trying to make this experience fun in the current climate, as well as nostalgic, you know? I'm not necessarily against rewriting history, as long as it's for the greater good. What the greater good actually means is totally subjective, but I choose to believe that I know better than anyone else. That's the spirit. Now for my next project, I'll mod some adult content into a kid's game. Hell yeah. Looks like these computers on the left side of the room are running 2-player games. Hey, maybe the 2 of us can play them together? It depends on what the foes are like. We have to see what we're up against before we can assemble the best team. These 2 machines over here are running 2nd generation battle games. Just like the 1st generation, they're also only for 2 players. I think these were before my time. I don't recognize them at all. I think we've done a decent job of preserving most of the game data. Wow, I'm actually talking to a girl, lol. Background graphics are corrupted slightly, but they're totally usable as far as I'm concerned. It's hard to update old games with monitor resolutions. It's hard to update old games when monitor resolutions are changing so fast, lol. 2nd generations of game introduced the evade and accuracy stats, and boy did monsters start using a lot of debuff attacks. You think bees are a joke? Just wait until they blind you, Mal. So, guess you better get used to that. Hey, I want to try it. How do I play? Just talk to the computer and it'll start the battle. I wonder if you'll give me a hug afterwards, lol. I'd love to sniff her cute green hair. Wonder if it's naturally green or if she dyes it, Raffle. I better stop acting like a socially awkward penguin, lol. I think I'm having a panic attack. Lamau. What's lower? Interesting. This bunker goes down really deep, but I think this is the final floor. Oh, concept art for the original mapping of the areas. These places look so familiar, but also different from anywhere we've been. It's a shame we'll never get to explore them. Yeah. Oh, so the chest graphics were changed. They used to be like that. Now they're not. Wow, look, those treasure chests look weird. This must be some very old concept art. Told you. Hey, now the treasure chests are looking more like it. So this is an old version of Red Pine Town. Oh, it still had... So the graveyard was down here, instead of in the middle. This one really stands out to me. There's something enchanting about it. Looks like something we could find near the snowy ruins if it actually existed. The developer once told me that this bunker area was originally going to be a temple of time instead. That's probably what this picture is. I bet you're just making up rumors now. Pfft, I don't care if you believe me. Interesting. So those crystals that we saw in the cave in Red Pine Town could be used there. Old version of the first shop where you, or the first area where you got the shovel. Nice. We're growing our own food down here, hence the plants and goats. The hope is that if the world ends somehow, and all infrastructure is destroyed, this place will live on. A sort of time capsule for future generations, if you will. It's important to innovate and create new wonders, but people often forget to look after the amazing things that already exist. It would be a shame if our internet culture was lost to obscurity or bit rot. I hope the history stored within these walls is never forgotten. Me too. Sorry, just need to rob you blind. If you've already beaten all the games upstairs and want a little something more challenging, you can jump to those two computers at the back. Yep, you've guessed it. There's a boss rush mode. Because of course there is. We dug into some old developer blogs and found concept art that you now see on the walls. Please take a closer look, and this is what could have been, but never will be. It's a fascination of mine to look at unused work such as this. It is cool. So I guess I got all these. Animal slimes! I want to take them home! Wow, amazing graphics. Good job, indie developers. I could draw a better cat than that. And I don't even draw! I mean... Hey, that cat kinda looks familiar. Is he a relation of yours, No Legs? Did you model the artists working on this game? Did you model for the artists working on this game? There's a lot of stray cats hanging around my fortress. Perhaps I should have armed them with cannons like this one? I'm sure that would totally work in real life. Totally. Thank you. What are we in for? Huh? What's up with those trees? Are they diseased or something? Yeah, you could say that. If there was any doubt that trees were evil, let this be proof. Beholders. Flying eyeballs? We got some really original monsters over here. Last wave. The Beholder. It's terrible. That monster deserves death. Yes it does. So what is the weakness of the Beholder? Censored. The hell is that? It's an awful thing to put in a video game. The developers should be publicly shamed. Yeah? I can't believe the spineless developers censored that attack. I demand hardcore tentacle action in my games. Yeah, fuck you, developers. EBF1 done. Turtles. They don't look happy to see us, though. They must know it's coming. Let's just skip until the end of Epic Battle Fantasy 4. Oh, okay. Again, for someone who's dead, you're moving around quite a bit. There you go. Anyways, see you later. Huh? That was it? Was that really the strongest boss in the 4th gen games? Are we not allowed to fight that glowing cat thing? Am I remembering that correctly? Well, you are remembering that correctly. Some silly developer decided not to put the full Epic Battle Fantasy games in this. If you've already... see, you can jump on those. Boss rush mode. Like... you need freeze resistance. Yeah. This looks like some sort of battle arena. That's the name of the place. You're very smart, Lance. Look over there. There's a door. There's a door for each of us. This has gotta be solo combat. We're gonna have to fight alone, I think. Oh boy. Indeed. I got totally trashed in the arena. Luckily, they stopped the battle before I died permanently. You should really talk to that red-haired guy over there. He'll explain the rules. I don't need no rules. I'll just learn them as I fight. Matt, I think you should really listen to this guy. This place isn't for normal battles. You won't stand a chance if you don't prepare correctly. I hope you've upgraded a lot of different equipment. You'll probably need to change the equips for each battle if you want to survive. Sounds tricky. Aha! I see 4 seasoned warriors looking for a challenge. Meow! I see 4.5 seasoned... I see 4.5 seasoned warriors who presumably would like to fight in the battle arena. The premise is simple: win 10 battles and get a prize. But before you begin, there's 5 rules. There's 5 rules. So listen up well. Is rule number 1 that you don't talk about battle arena? What? No! Rule number 1 is that only one fighter is allowed in the arena at a time. When they walk through those doors, they will be on their own until they are victorious or until they give up. I'd rather not fight alone. I don't think this place is for me. Rule number 2 is that no summoned monsters are allowed. The fighter must be completely self-sufficient and only use their own abilities. What about equipment that randomly summons monsters? Don't know how that works, so that's probably allowed. Anyway, rule number 3. Each battle only has 1 wave of monsters. Let's see. Each battle only has 1 wave of monsters. What you see is exactly what you get. Only 1 wave per battle? That doesn't sound too bad. Rule number 4. If you leave the arena, all the monsters will respawn. You will need to win all 10 battles without leaving the room. But what if I need to smoke a fag? I'm addicted to nicotine. You may smoke inside the building. We won't judge you for how you choose to kill yourself. What's the last rule? The 5th and final rule is there are no game overs. That's right. If you lose, you can just try again right away. Heck yeah! How progressive. That's cool. Yeah. That's for filthy casuals. I'd rather die on my feet like a real man. Well, whenever you're ready, just step through those doors up there, and remember, unequip any skills and equips from players who aren't fighting, and that's very important. You won't have access to those items otherwise. Meow starts powering up. Meow! Hell yeah! The limits of physics are broken! Let's do this! I've fought in the arena a few times myself. The trick is to get as many buffs as you can in the first turn or two, or you'll be wiped out quickly. Equips that give defending bonuses are super useful. Hello. Spider versus bat, tiger versus rat, bat versus dove. I'll take any bet. I got stadium love, baby. Hello. His name is Shardus. Fun. I'm just here for the blood and guts and explosions. I don't even care who wins. Hell yeah. It's quite barbaric, isn't it? They stop fights before any of the contestants lose their lives. The same can't be said for those poor animals. We've noticed that they have a couple of very rare creatures. Wonder if one could kidnap them to rescue them from a life of brutal fighting, you know? Well, yeah, what's with the skeleton cats? Meow, meow, meow? Like I said, what's with the skeleton cats? Okay, so far it is not fun. Completely knocked out. Oh, I can come in from the bottom too. I'm gonna exit real quick. Is it the same for everyone? It's not. Alright, a chance to show everyone how cool and cute I am. I better think of a strategy though. I don't want to get into a fight without the right equipment. I think anything that gives me free bonuses, like buffs or healing, should be really useful. Otherwise, it's going to be impossible to heal and attack at the same time. Finally, a shooting gallery with live targets. My prayers have been answered. The only question is, which targets do I destroy first? Oh, that's a thingy. Why did I agree to this? I'm gonna get my ass handed to me in the first round. Maybe if I use my most defensive equipment, I'll have a chance. I guess I'll give it my best shot. Maybe it'll help build character or something. It's been a while since I've had to fight alone. Won't have a dedicated healer this time, so maybe I should equip something that drains HP or automatically heals me. And elemental resistance will be incredibly important, at least on hard mode. Better not forget about that. Which foe should I take on first? Don't know. I didn't know he'd be weak to dark. Actually, I forgot. But, okay. Hell yeah, it's feeling optimistic. Yeah, needs more power. Harnesses the negative energy of past traumatic defeats and converts it into intense aggression. Yeah! Let's do this. Done. Not impressed by the quality of his opponents. Time to celebrate his victory like a cat. Sniffs his own butthole. Hell yeah! Good job, No Legs. You were savage in there. You've earned some extra snacks. Yeah, hell yeah. So, proud of you, little cat. Since you're an apex predator like me, I'll teach you this brutal skill. Powerful dark attack which hits all enemies. It can also be focused on a single target for more damage. Has 1 turn cooldown. Demon swords, meow? Yep, that's right. Jagged blades will shower your enemies in pain. You can use this to abuse creatures that are weaker than you. What do you mean? Oh, I didn't even notice you could go down here. Look, Matt, there's so many crystals here. Why don't you collect those and while we handle those puzzles? Because I only want things I can't have! Isn't that obvious? You're such a baby. You're actually kinda cute when you're mad. Can't breathe over here, it's so hot. Freaking monsters aren't helping either. Been down here all day and what happened to your eye? That's very rude. Turns out a drill spear is it's like a double-edged sword. You can thrust it through the rocks, or just trip and fall on it yourself. I didn't get a lot of training with this thing due to budget cuts. Fun. It's really getting toasty in here. Not even several feet of rock will stop me from reaching a chest. Unless that rock is arranged in a block puzzle, right? Why do you mock me? Whoa, savage. Also, that's a dick. Have I ever seen Peridot Ore?
I have been waiting for you, the murderers of my brother Poseidon. While he may rest now, I, Vulcan, still agonize for revenge.
2 hours later.
I refuse to admit defeat to disgusting mortals.
Okay, but you're dead. Brave and powerful warriors, I am humbled by your presence. Please pass through this slime cat if you wish. I'm confident that you can face any challenge beyond this point. Yeah, we're finally getting the respect we've always deserved. Now, let's not get too arrogant. There's still bosses out there that could finish us off. Nah. We had to jump through a lot of hoops to get in here. What could possibly require so much secrecy? Just looks like an old temple to me with, I've got a very bad feeling about this. This isn't a temple of God Cat. This place was built for another deity. A much more sinister one. I think this is one of Akron's temples. Oh, shit. Akron? That name sounds strangely familiar. Yeah, you fought him twice. In 2 and 3. Akron was banished from this plane. Akron was banished from this plane of existence by God Cat thousands of years ago. He was an abomination, a twisted demonic creature covered in boils, teeth, and tentacles. He absorbed the life energy of his victims, and used it to create grotesque homunculi in their likeness. Or so the legend shows. Anyways, no one knows if any of that happened. There's probably no such thing as a homunculus either. When has our wishful thinking ever been right, though? Oh, these are battles. 7 hells! What's wrong with her face? My evil clone should be much cuter than that. Whoa, that's what people always said would happen to me if I stayed indoors too long. They said I'd become a golem. Well, you didn't become a golem, but Akron made a golem of you. It's weird that Anna has a golem, has a doll, though, because she's not... She never fought Akron. Is this my counterpart? An evil version of me? I didn't ask for this. None of us did. Impressive. This replica looks just like me. If possible, I think we should capture and reprogram it. It would be a waste to destroy it. I guess that's the end of this video, then. I mean, yeah, I still have the battle arena and all the cursed arcade machines and the boss rushes, but those feel like they should be post-game. I don't know. Plus, I've been recording for God knows how long. Over, like, 8 days, maybe. It's been a lot. So, I'm gonna end this video here. If you all enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, or whatever the fuck you wanna do. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh, man. Zach, I'm sorry if you when you're editing this video. And I understand if you don't actually upload this, because the editing is going to be insane.